Mark. I just wanna show in this video the approach that I can get this kind of tones. You will need some few things to take in consideration. The When you use an MCM, normally the cabinet sound is not that good. You can use other plugins, other ways to try to get a better sound. In my case, I prefer Nebula to use as cabinet. So let me say, in an order to get things done, you will need an MCM, in this case S gear. You will need Nebula as cabinet, in this case on hammer cabinets, and you need this new plugin from Acon Digital, the filter. Then you can what I can do with these things. You can use the plugin to get the amp head sounds or some effects, bypass the cabinet, use Nebula to get the sound of the cabinet. MCM, Nebula, the filter, and the filter again. Why two instance? Well, the filter is a plugin that can eliminate a resonant filter, and he can sort of automatic match EQ. He can do pretty much many things. In this case, I'm using Nebula on Hammer Cab 4x12 with a 421 microphone. Okay. The sound of the amp without the filter is something like this. And when you use the filter, I'll explain later, you can get the sound to end up sound like this. And now I'll talk about how to start to do this. In my opinion, it sounds much better. You will need to match EQ function, use the match EQ function from the filter. Let's say you go to the YouTube or any place there you can find a good tone from an MCM, track it alone. I mean, isolated track, guitar track. Let's say, and try the best match possible. Let's say if I have a Strato, I will use my Strato and try to find the demo of somebody using a Strato. Then you can find the best match for the amp. It's a Marshall amp, it's a Fender amp. The closer possible, okay, from the source. Then you load up this file, you download, you convert the file to MP3 or the WAV file, just to grab the frequency curve, okay? Then you go to the filter, throw that track in one track, and the filter in the same track, you put the VST, and you play the audio through the filter. With the learn function button, click. Then it will analyze that. It will capture the tone from that file that you downloaded. Then you click learn again, we'll stop the file. Then you can save. You save, put the name, I don't know, choose the name, easy for you. Then you close the filter. Okay, now you have your sort of filter curve, okay? Let's say the original. I will try to sound like that. Then you close the filter. Then you put your MCM, okay? Then you bypass, in my case, bypass the cabinet, put Nebula cabinet. Then you put the filter instance, and you play some chords with the learn button function clicked, okay? It will give the estimated frequency sound curve from your sound through the MCM and cabinet. And you just click learn, and to stop that curve, you get something, in my case, like this curve, okay? Then you click on load and select the file from the YouTube video or whatever the source you have, and you Click learn again. It will try to compensate matches. You keep strumming, doing some chords until the yellow lines stop to moving. Okay, when they move, you click again on learn, and then you have your curve. And that's pretty much what I've done to get the sounds a lot cleaner. Well, how this can help you to get better guitar sounds is just by you. You need to try it out. Okay, this is my suggestion. I think it gives you a better sound because without the filter and this match function, it will sound just like this, just as a reminder. And when you put some the filter on, well, people say that normally match EQ functions don't work well because the dynamic is gone. Well, that's the point where S gear shines. You have the most normally I think all around is one of the amp sims that have the better dynamic touch feel response that you can see from software, and you can have Nebula as a dynamic cabinet. It's not as just a simple IR. And let's say has dynamic, okay? It's not just a snapshot. It produces the sound when you hit hard the strings. In this case with S gear, it gives you much better results than you find with an impulse response. In my opinion, you can have this touch sensitive distortion, and this sort of the filter function is just sort of try to let's say give you a better, I don't know. He cleans the file for you, and can't get the same results doing just a Q curve. Try to cut some frequencies because this is more like a resonance problem. The capture of the impulse response, or in this case, dynamic cabinet kernels from Nebula. You can have that sound, but for me, it's always something was missing. But with this plugin, the filter, in combination with Nebula and S-Gear, without any of these pieces, you I don't know if you can get the sound that good. And in my opinion, it can change a lot the way you play your guitar because you can hear all the parts that you play wrong. It really inspires you to play better, in my opinion. And the sounds are pretty awesome for amp sim. You can hear all the nuances. Increasing the gain on only the volume knob. There you go. You can try for yourself. I really suggest you to experiment with that. I'm still on the learning curve process of the filter, but I think it can give you amazing results. If you don't want to match EQ, you can use only the default function to sort of cut the frequencies that resonant peaks in your normal spectrum, and you can even use the emphasizes curve. This option, it gives you the possibility to in I don't know. I don't want to put it 100%. I can put a little less, or just you can click and create your own curve. Okay, just click on these points, and you're good to go. Just try. Which sounds if it sounds good, it is good. Okay, try for yourself. That this is my tip, and I believe this is one very useful tip for you get better guitar sounds in the box. People always think, oh, I need to spend a lot of money. Maybe you don't need. You can use great tools inside the box. And of course, I would like to try this on XFX or Camper, but in my case, S Gear, Nebula, and the filter, I can get the job done. And that's the point. You can have fun, you can enjoy your sounds, you can play. It's just more fun. So, see you guys. Peace. Hope you like it.